In the Hong Kong government in 1978, they mentioned that other objectives should also be taken into account in the report, namely to ensure a regular supply of qualified teachers to fill teaching positions while presenting and providing basic training to active teachers without experience. They consider that teachers require training after they graduated because, according to the government, they still lack preparation to be able to practice the profession. In the 1980s, it was criticized by the visiting committee to perform an investigation in different schools to see how much education had advanced in that city. However, they realized that the government focused more on quantity than quality because its focus was almost entirely on teachers in order to train more students. Its importance for students was that they would obtain positive grades, leaving behind the different abilities they possessed. The Hong Kong government during this decade implemented different courses and practice for teachers to learn new ways of teaching, which made it possible for them to reach students in the best way for their learning. In response to the criticism of the committee, everything turned different in the 19th. They stopped focusing on teachers training and put in place several politics that made the quality of the education system improve. For the first time, student grades were not so important; their focus now was on the non-academic development of each student. This became part of official politics. For this approach, teachers should be prepared to develop other skills so that they are able to teach students according to the abilities they possess. The skills that teachers had to develop were related to orientation, technology, and languages, thus giving an end to the evaluations that were carried out before for the election of teachers, which became a competition between them. In those resource centers that provided teaching materials to teachers so that they could achieve their objective in the students. This new politics led to a change in the approaching new decade that would focus more attention on the professional development of teachers and the quality of the education system. That's why in 1999 they states that its new measure would be interested in promoting the professional development of teachers and providing their professionalism, their sense of commitment, and their enthusiasm. In the following year, the development of technologies increased. This was due to the fact that in this decade Hong Kong progressed much more in terms of technology. Then all this has had to be taught in the classroom so that young people who are the future of the country. Hong Kong involved the use of technologies in school to create an innovative way for the process of learning and teaching.